Where's Josh?
That's because you're drinking.
My dog. Can you hear my dog coughing in the background? It's gross. Everybody's gross. This mic does not spark joy in my life. Okay, we're live. There's one person watching already while I'm saying this. 2 people. All right, we're going with the theme song, baby.
Good evening. All right. What year is it? Oh, good. It's 2000. Phantom Menace on VHS. Jar Jar Binks, y'all. Phone simulation, phone simulation, phone simulation. 2000. Yeah. Sing it with me. Let me hear you. Phone simulation, phone simulation, phone simulation. 2000, yeah. Oh, all right. Not bad. Give it up for your host, Mark Hornback, the well-Hungarian. Well, all right. Phone simulation, phone simulation, phone simulation. 2000, yeah. I'm gonna see you at the fun. What? Wash your jeans, bring your notebook, bring your jokes. We got a microphone at the phone simulation, phone simulation, phone simulation. 2000. Thank you so much. You're too kind. Is this thing off? Oh, you're laughing at me. Still counts. Phone simulation, yeah. Phone simulation 2000. I can't hear you. I can't hear you in the mic. All right, let's get this night started. I know you came to have a good time. Yeah, practice your jokes now. I'm gonna see you over there. Phone simulation 2000, yeah. 9/11 hasn't happened yet. I think better before we still forget.
I'm not muted. I'm muted. Yeah. Welcome to Fun Simulation 2000 and all of my Fun Simulation dancers with me tonight. That is such a good theme song. I play it in full pretty much every week. I can't help but doing it. My dog is not happy that I'm on Zoom and that I've been drinking. That's basically what's going on here. He's guarding and protecting. I don't know. He has problems. That song slaps, says Gregory Matthews. Gregory Matthews, thank you for joining. You're going to be going up last. That's how it goes when you join late. Sorry about that. We got a fun night. We got a bunch of comedians that I know their names and some that I had to ask how to pronounce them. That's what happens. I'm a good host. I ask, I make sure I clarify, I do those things. That's what I do as a great host of Fun Simulation 2000. You're going to see a bunch of comics that are going to do 4.5 minutes and then stick around until the end for the fastest minute in comedy. It's a speed round. Everybody gets to come back up and do 1 minute one more time. It's exciting. I'm going to keep doing this on Zoom until I get vaccinated by Johnson & Johnson because they make baby shampoo. So that vaccine's not going to hurt one bit. It's not going to hurt. It's going to be really good. That's why I'm getting that vaccine. Also, I'm lazy. I'm not going to go back and get the second one. You know, like I know myself. I know I'm lazy. I'm one shot and I'm going to be Superman. That's how it's going to be. I'm ready for White Boy Summer. I heard that White Boy Summer is what this is being called. Not just Ron Irving is flexing here. Yelling White Boy Summer, seeing that polo shirt and then a shaved head flexing makes me starting to question and maybe look into Ron's background a little bit. Ron, do you want to explain yourself to everybody at home?
My background's a brick wall.
Woo!
Okay, Ron is inside a comedy club.
Yeah.
200 square feet in Harlem. It's amazing. He'll be performing there live on the scene. This is gonna be fun. No, I'm excited White Boy Summer's here because it's the last year of my 30s and I'm still a white boy and not a white man. So that's what's gonna happen this summer. Gonna be exciting. I could go out and party with all you 30 somethings. That's what I'm gonna do. No, one thing I realized about growing older is like I catch myself reliving the TV show Quantum Leap, but with my own life, like trying to make right what once was wrong. That's what I'm doing. Like I'm starting a 401k. That's one thing I started to do. Not in my 30s, but I'm trying to make that right. I'm paying down my credit card, and I'm also no longer trying to prove that liquor before you're in the clear, liquor before beer, you're in the clear. I'm trying to stop proving that firsthand every night on the weekends because that's how I've been spending quarantine. I'm gonna remove spotlight. Someone's laughing there. We had some laughs over there. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna randomly take away the spotlight. I used to do that when I started the mic when somebody got laughs and take it away and go to gallery or whatever. And I stopped doing that because I felt that. I don't feel bad anymore. I'm gonna keep doing that. Like Ron's laughing over here. There's Ron's laughing.
I was laughing for some reason. I don't know why it hit me so hard, but you're being like, hey, we got some laughs over there.
Yeah, I'm going to point out the laugh so we all know somebody's laughing. We got somebody laughing. We got somebody eating over here. We got somebody eating. You'll see Josh DiDonato later. Champion of comedy food, comedy eating. We got oh my god. Oh, here's some laughs. Greg's laughing over there.
Josh DiDonato eating is just kills me.
Shit, Andre's great. Oh my god, I'm gonna go through everybody. Michael Cooper. Right. As soon as he looks up, I go away. How many hoodies do you have, Michael Cooper? What is going on back there? Get a closet. I don't know how else to tell you that. Moving the spotlight, going to Bontrager. Oh, I almost made him the host. That would have been dangerous.
Oh, no.
Bontrager's drinking his coffee. This is good. We got Olivia Witt over here having a fun time. Petting her laundry. I don't know if you saw.
I've been discreetly folding my laundry. I've been trying not to show it.
At least I didn't go up on the wrong time when you had your unmentionables up there.
It's just towels. You should be fine.
We got Entreat up tonight. I had to learn how to say his name because it's not spelled how it sounds. We got Kim. Oh, I can't go to anybody else. I did the whole room. Everybody knows what it's like. I'm not even doing this right. Holy crap. Everybody knows what it's like to be on camera now. You're going to be on camera. This is going to be really fun. What else are we talking about tonight? I don't even feel like going into my set. I'm happy. We can start this out. Our first comic of the evening. We just saw all of his, we saw all of his belongings hanging behind him. He's like trying to flex by having more hoodies than anybody. Like that gun lady, the Republican gun lady. Okay. Our next comedian, as I burp, is comedian Michael Cooper.
Yeah.
Hey, folks, I hope y'all are doing good. Y'all know what I don't like is the number of people in my life who believe in God, but don't believe in my comedy career. Like, you're telling me you can stare at the eastern sky for 20 years waiting for Christ to split it upon his return because you believe in the book of Revelations, but you can't watch a 5-minute YouTube clip because you believe in me? It feels like an excuse. I'm just saying it feels like a dodge, you know? The religion thing is getting worse because I don't know if y'all know this yet or not, but corporations can be religious now. In the United States of America, y'all, there are Christian banks. Imagine being invited to get in on the ground floor of that business. You want to come invest? Yeah, sure. What's the business? Oh, it's going to be great. We're going to be a faith-based lending organization.
Boo. Boo that bank. Not you.
No telling why we keep having recessions. No clue. Look, we really want to stop recessions from happening. I'll tell y'all how to stop recessions from happening. If you're poor, like I am, don't fuck any rich people. Okay, we need to set some ground rules with these folks. If I have to choose between food and healthcare, you have to choose between exploring your kinks with me and denying me food and healthcare. No, hike in minimum wage. No chance of you getting minimally laid. No Medicare for all. No orgasms for y'all. If I was rich, I wouldn't ruin lives by, exploiting people's labor. The way I would ruin lives is by writing everybody that I don't like a big check, but next to pay to the order of, it would just list the reason I don't like them. And it would be a big enough check to where they would then legally change their name to whatever reason I don't like them. People legally changing their name to smells kind of bad. People changing their name to invited Mike to an electronica house party. When I tell people this stuff, some folks tell me, they're like, oh, it sounds like you hate all entrepreneurs. And that's not true. I don't hate all entrepreneurs. I think some of them have done some really good stuff. So, for instance, y'all know on them golf courses where all those rich folks hang out? Whichever entrepreneur decided to put alligators on those golf courses, I can give them a tax break. I am 33 years old and polyamorous. If you're wondering, that's just a long way of saying I'm tired. One of my partners suffers from a disease called borderline disorder. And one of the symptoms of this is something called black and white thinking. It's a very all or nothing situation. And I just want to ask any of y'all, could you imagine the pressure when it comes to having sex with somebody who suffers from black and white thinking? Like, if I fuck up even a little bit, I'm gone, man. Hey, y'all think Christians in Flint, Michigan are still doing baptisms? God, I wish that joke would stop working. Listen, I don't know if I might have confessed to, say, bank fraud earlier when discussing a Christian bank. But just in case I confess to a white-collar felony, I've been Roger Stone. And thank y'all so much.
Yeah, Michael Cooper. Thank you, Michael, Mr. Cooper. Love it. Love to see it. Sometimes you love to hear it and hate to see it, and sometimes you love to see it and hate to hear it. It's always a grab bag when it's Zoom comedy. That's what I'm saying. Hey, some of you know me, some of you don't know me, but those of you that know me know that I worked at Amazon for like the last year. Woo! I recently quit, and boy, are my water bottles full of urine. I'm just kidding. I worked for corporate. I was a white collar worker. And they pay a little bit better, but boy, are my water bottles still full of urine. My Amazon work camp I had to pack up this week. This is insane. Oh God, Amazon is fucking wild. No, I recently did a show, and I was looking through my comedy notes for the last year of Zoom comedy of the last. I stabbed about 4 cigarettes on my way out. No, I didn't. I did not stab anybody. It's hard to do over Zoom, Cooper. It's hard to do over Zoom. I worked for Amazon over Zoom. But no, I did host this open mic and sometimes do shows on company equipment. And the problem is I also took my set list and my notes on company equipment. So when I went back to try to find some of my old comedy notebooks, they were owned by some lady in HR at Amazon.
Shit, look.
And I got to email some lady, and literally their list of comedians' names, and then shit like Pornhub. Well, you know, like probably Googling all of you right now and figuring out if you're on Pornhub or not. I don't know, but I like to think that I sold my first jokes, right? Like those are the first jokes. It's almost as good as a patent. We're gonna keep rolling to our next comedian. I don't know what to do about that. Are they even on camera? Oh, they are.
Yeah,
Welcome,
man.
Tim Nash.
Yay!
Yeah.
We're making history tonight, okay? This is the first time since 1922 that an English comic and an Irish comic are going to be in the same room. I know, right? How's the last 99 years been coping?
Better.
Okay, fair enough. You asked for independence, we gave you it. Last time I did that joke, it went all right because I said it, and then the Irish comic turned his camera off. Like, oh shit! It's like I don't know how to take that. Yeah, spotlight the Irish guy. Don't worry, I'm not going to pick on you for the whole set. No, that's just a lie. Irish people are the butt of the jokes, but no, thank you. Spotlight on me again. Yay! Enough of the Irish. So let me tell you a bit about myself. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking this guy looks like the sort of guy that masturbates to Queen. If you are thinking that, you are correct. In the words of Freddie Mercury, easy come. Easy go. Yes. Yes, life can be a pain in the backside at the best of times. Or in Freddie Mercury's case, a pain in the bollocks. No, cool, moving on. That joke never worked on stage and it doesn't work here. But let me tell you a bit about myself. My name is Unisex, which I think is a lie for two reasons. Number one, I could never afford uni. Yeah, no explanation there, just straight up can't afford uni. Who can anyway? And the second reason is I don't get sex. You guys are laughing on any other comedy show. They're like, ha, virgin. I'm like, ha, true. True. Don't you love it when people just point out the obvious? Yep, just like my mother. Talking about my mother, my interactions with women are a bit like in the Pirates of the Caribbean, where Captain Jack Sparrow keeps getting slapped. Yeah. The thing I've been wondering recently is all the times that Jack Sparrow's been slapped, it surprises me that Jack Sparrow didn't slap them back. No explanation needed for that. I could explain it, but I'm not going to. Just search up Johnny Depp. Just search up Johnny Depp slap and you'll find it. It's a deleted scene. That's what it is. It's a wonderful deleted scene. Yes. Yeah. Like the whole thing, you know. Anyway, you know your comedy career is going well when a load of Scottish sock puppets are getting a bigger laugh than you. Fucking sock puppets. Like, what's more funnier about sock puppets than me? Don't answer that, especially the Irish bloke. Don't even fucking start. No. Yeah, the Scots. Yeah, not much I can say about the Scots, considering a Scottish comic once said, "I'm a fucking Bond villain." Is that the best insult you could give me? Really? I've done. Wow, you got that right here. At least I'm not Russell Brand, whose cat is called Morrissey.
Oh,
I know, right? Like, I've done a lot of shows with Americans over the last few months, and you know, racial stereotyping's at its best when you get introduced as this on a show. Ready? Here we go. This next act is the white Kevin Hart. I love how the Irish bloke is giving me the biggest laughs tonight. See, the Irish love us. See, what was all that fighting for? Yeah, you got your independence, now fuck off. But no, like, and this last one as well, this was probably the worst one in my opinion. They introduced me as this, This next guy is the leader of the Redcoats. Excuse me? Redcoats? Did I come walking in here with a bayonet saying, please give me your money? No. You know, like when they called me the white Kevin Hart, they might as well have just called me, you know, the British Che Guevara. He was a homophobe. Like that could have been better than being called the white Kevin Hart. Anyway, I'm going to finish it there. Morrissey, they can just die.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Woo! Oh, here we go. Now we're doing this. Oh, wow. I hope you're happy, Ian.
It kind of looked like a young Robert Smith.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing.
That's what I'm getting at.
I was lighting up Morrissey by the Sparks. Thank you, Kim Nash. Morrissey
A
needs
little more eyeshadow.
he needs to lighten up a lot. I just want to point out to everybody that it took just 2 minutes for the guy in the gamer chair to mention his mother. That was not a surprise for everyone. Took notes. I keep the clock running. I feel like Kim, I love you, but I gotta say this too. I feel like you're the type of guy that would get his ass kicked in Chicago for being too Irish. Even though you're not, and this is Chicago, where we dye the river green every year, but we don't even like Irish. It's a very regional joke for people that know that Chicago is full of a bunch of ass turds. Our next comedian coming up, holy crap, is actually the Irish comic of the night. Joshua Murtaugh.
Woo!
Well, first of all, I'd like to say I'm so honored to be dealing with, to be forming with such greats as in Jesse Eisenberg's portrayal of Les Luthor. So that's something I can write on my CV. And I know what you're thinking. Why is there a child on my screen? Wait, is this one of those online pedophile rings that Donald Trump's always talking about? Oh no. So this is my first gig since COVID hit, and I think maybe I need to reintroduce myself to the comedy scene. You know, so it like similarly thinking about like every 5 years, Eminem releases a comeback album. Guess who's back? Back again. Joshy's back. Tell a friend. So I'll start by telling you some things about me. You know, like the reason why I look like a failed Disney princess is because my mom is Ellen DeGeneres. My dad is a bad knockoff of Taylor Swift. I know it's weird. He keeps saying his dad looks like Taylor Swift. My dad hates that joke, but my stepdad loves it, so it always stays in. Now, I'm sure you can tell by the fact everybody says it and the noise that comes out of my face is that I'm not American. I'm actually from Ireland. And there's some subtle differences between my country and yours. Like, for one, there's no people in Ireland. I'm the only one. They've all seemed to move to Boston or Chicago or some shit like this. Bastards. The second difference is our diversity. Like, I remember once walking into class and thinking I seen my friend Tom, but I wasn't sure. So I went and sat behind him. And after class, he came up and said, "Josh, why'd you not sit with me?" And I was straight with him. I told him, "Tom, I wasn't sure it was you." And Tom looked at me with the same expression that you would imagine Mike Pence would have after his first gay thought. Angry, but deeply confused. And he said, "I'm the only black guy in the class. But imagine if I got it wrong." So what else can I tell you about myself? I'm half Latino on my stepdad's side. I call him Step Papi. He calls me racist. It's weird because my mom's Canadian and they both influenced my life in such weird and dramatic ways. Like I'll steal your bike, but I'll say sorry afterwards. I am what Dara O'Brien calls an abomination. See, my mom, she's Protestant, but it's okay. It's okay. My dad's Catholic and so is Step Papi. So at least she knows she's wrong. However, being half prod and half normal is weird because like I love going to mass, but my favorite show is The Crown. Now, I think being the absolute abomination that I am, it leaves me in a very unique position to tackle the Protestant and Catholic tensions in the North. And that is the real reason why I brought you all here today. This is what I'll do. I'll get them all. I'll get all the Protestants and all the Catholics and put them in a room. Now, not a pub or a church. Those places are too sacred. Let's not piss about with this, lads. And we'll put the Catholics on one side and we'll put the Protestants on the other. And we'll turn out all the lights. And we'll have a single spotlight beaming to the middle of the floor with a man without a conflict of interest, like maybe Muslim or Jewish, like no one's ever had an issue with those. And he will start playing the piano softly. Now, I think the cast will break first. You know, we have the choir. We've been training for years. My lover's got humor. But the Protestants, they'll chirp in too because they fucking always do, don't they? She's a giggle at a funeral. It won't be long before we're hugging each other, waving petrol bombs in the air like lighters. Take me to church. Now they'll be arguing about which church, but at least they'll be singing together, and that's better than last Christmas. Thank you. I've been Josh Murtha. Cheers.
Hey, Josh Murdoch, stop letting Irish people come to America. We are racist enough, and we don't need any more terrorists. That's what I'm saying. Nobody's getting that. The Irish were very good at car bombs and fire bombs for a long time. Not saying wrongfully before Josh sends a package to my house. I work at Amazon. You can send it to the Amazon headquarters, Seattle, Washington. If you're
There's no me in IRA, but there is an I.
there we go. One more time for Josh. Josh Murtha. We're gonna keep rolling with another Irish sounding name, but I don't think he's from in there right now. Where the hell did you go, Ian? I gotta find Ian.
Over here.
It's that background. But another state known for its white bombers, white people making bombs. Please welcome Ian Ryan Smith.
Woohoo!
Yes, I'm actually, this is Nebraska, which some people call the Ireland of America. It's true. It's true. But yeah, Kim Nash, you look like Robert Smith. Did you know that he's my dad? Yeah, the guy who started The Cure, Robert Smith. That's my dad.
Good to know.
Yeah, yeah. He really hates Morrissey.
Oh.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. Take me out tonight. Let's see. I had some prepared material. Let's see. I am taking way too long to read. Cancel me. I don't give a fuck. Anyway, I do the stonks. I do the stonk market. And I want to be rich one day. Not like too rich. Not like too yacht rich. I want to be 0 yacht rich because I'm a good investor and yachts only decrease in value once you buy them. They're kind of like cars in a way. So yachts are a terrible investment. You're better off just burning your money. I mean, yeah, at least never mind. Yachts are so much better for money. I want Yahoo Finance to write clickbait articles about me. That's how rich I want to be. Ian Ryland Smith just invested a lot of money in this stock. Click on the fucking article to find out what it is. You want to make money in our big pump and dump scheme that we're totally not doing. It's all manipulation. This is rule in finance number 1. If the market's not going your way, it's manipulation. Just every single time. Doesn't matter what's going on. Suez Canal, Schmuez Canal, it's manipulation. It's the it's the KGB, the Illuminati, whoever you want to believe. That's who's doing it. It's manipulation. Or me. I manipulate the market sometimes. I mean, it's mostly been through prayer, so I don't know how much stock I would put in that. But yeah, here's something about church. What do you call it when a camera crew is filming in a church on Sunday morning?
What?
Mass shooting. Yeah, I know it doesn't make sense to our European friends, but you see, a mass shooting is when a disgruntled, mentally ill white guy gets a gun and shoots a bunch of people, as it is his Second Amendment right. And then he gets arrested. It's bullshit. He should be dead because he shot up a girl. Never mind. Let's talk about happy stuff. All natural Cheetos. Can't have them. Can't have the all natural Cheetos. I need those chemicals. I need the Cheetos that have the maltodextrin in them. I don't know what it is, but it's the deal maker for me. Okay, I know I totally bombed, so I've been a white terrorist. Thank you very much.
Yeah, FBI, hashtag FBI, get this guy from one of the Dakotas. I can't remember what his shirt said. I forget every week. Thank you, Ian Ryan Smith. We were talking about rich people, and I'm going to go through the list of the richest people I've met in person. I'm going to do this real quick. Somebody could guess them. I met billionaire. I worked for him. I met billionaire. What's his name? The guy that founded Brad Keywell, billionaire, founded Groupon, owns Lightbank. Met him, had dinner with them. I actually could hold a sentence. I met George Bush Sr., worth a lot of money, tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. Yeah, I just met him. He's very tall. Who's the other one? Harris Brumfeld, the owner of Trading Technologies, worth hundreds of millions of dollars, sold Heartstint Technology for $300 million with his brother. And then fourth is, what was that guy? The guy in jail. Well, that's my whole point. Then I would forget worth $200 million and he's in jail. So one of the four richest people I met is in jail, and they probably all deserve to be in jail is what I'm saying. It's just a very weird trait there. We're going to keep rolling. No, we're not going to keep rolling. Who's up next? Ron, what are you doing?
What's going on?
Yeah, we might. Yeah. Maybe I'll bring up Ron. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll bring up. I was thinking if I should riff or bring up Ron. I'm like, Ron's good. Ron goes in dry. Ron goes in dry. He goes in as dry and raw as a brick background in Harlem, New York. Please welcome Ron Irvin.
Oh my God. Ron's a dry guy. Thanks for putting that out there. I want to give it up for the comedians you've seen. I'm glad that me and Ian are going up. I will say, just for a little hot minute there, it's getting a little bit too European. You know what I'm saying? We got to get back on the right side of the pond, baby. Let's go. All right. No, we're here. So my girlfriend is very, very concerned with what is going to happen to her remains when she dies. It's a big thing to her. It's very important to her. And I personally come at it from the perspective of, I don't really think I care because I'm going to be fucking dead. Right? Also, like, if you don't do what I want you to do, what am I going to do about it? Why would I really care? All the cremation, I guess. Honestly, you can just throw me in a river. Let me ruin one more 6-year-old's birthday party picnic before I go on. That sounds pretty fun, I guess, right? That's unique. But my girlfriend, I was like, well, what do you want? What's the big thing? I was like, is it in your will? She's like, no, it's not in my will. They wouldn't put it in there. It was bullshit. And I was like, what do you mean? What is it? And my girlfriend is covered in tattoos. And she said, I want all of my tattoo skin stretched over a lampshade. She said that with 100% sincerity. And my first thought was, okay, weird, right? But then my next immediate thought, which is the one that I chose to vocalize, was, so even in death, you just want to keep on going, being my little fleshlight. And did you know, fun fact, if you pay attention really good, you can see the moment somebody falls out of love with you. It's pretty amazing. It's great. I have not known pussy since. Anyway. No, it's great. And she was like, yeah, they wouldn't put it in there. It's bullshit. I'm like, Of course he wouldn't put it in there. What the fuck is wrong with you? You just walked into this normal, very professional law office and went up to some probably very nice 65-year-old Jewish man and said, "Put my flesh on the couch." And you're like, why didn't that happen? I was like, I don't know. Am I dating a serial killer? Maybe, but I think what's also worse is that I'm still continuing to date that serial killer. I love her very much, and it hasn't changed anything. I don't know if it will. It's fine. Comedy's kind of coming back, staying busy up here in New York. It's great. One of the things I do not miss is just overhearing stupid shit when you're waiting for the show to start. I overheard somebody say something the other day that I hear all the time, which is like, if you're a good comedian, you should be able to do good anywhere, any crowd, anytime, any place. And that's so stupid because it's art and all art is subjective. That's just literally impossible. That's just not how it works. You can't say that. It's like, okay, you know what? Prove it right now. I live a 15-minute walk from the famous Harlem Apollo Theater. If you put Jeff Dunham in there right now, I myself will go all over this goddamn borough handing everybody I can a ticket. And I guarantee you he's going to try to test out some new puppet named Jamal or something like that. And I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen, but the actions are going to be justifiable. All right. It doesn't work like that. I also hate that in fucking COVID, this has given us the notion that it's okay to just like interject comedy into people's everyday lives. Like in the park, I have a picnic plan with my girlfriend. If you do stand up there, I will stab you. I'm going to let you know that right now. Don't do that. Like some people will be like, I don't understand. People love comedy. And I'm like, not when it's piped into their homes against their will when they're with their children, you fucking sociopath. What is wrong with you? Just everybody pulling their 5-year-olds away. Like, don't look, I want you to grow up happy. It's okay. Like I'll do like here in New York, it's just all these outside things. So it's just like tents on the street. And you're just doing comedy to somebody's window. And it's like, I would rather have a screaming homeless person than a 32-year-old barista going, you know, Obama was eating pussy or whatever they talk about. I don't pay attention. All right. My name is Ron Irvin. My special's on Pornhub. Give it up for your host.
Yeah, Ron Irvin. Thank you, Ron Irvin, everybody. New NYC comic, Ron Irvin. I'm standing behind Russ Wasendorf, one of the 4 richest guys I knew, who's now serving a life sentence in Indiana or Iowa. I forget.
Oh, hell yeah.
A whole 16-minute special on like ID Network or Bloomberg or something. He's basically on. There's a whole hour you could watch. It's called Peregrine and the Falcon, or the Snowman and the Peregrine. I can't remember, but watch it. It's hilarious. I was there and you could ask me questions about it.
The Falcon and the Snowman.
The Falcon and the Snowman. Did I send it to you before?
No, I'm just old enough to remember it.
But it was like a pun. It was like a different pun than it. It's fine. The nuances.
Sorry.
I'll. You know what? We're gonna stick around and we're gonna live stream the entire episode after this, and you could ask me questions. Mark, were you there during that or during that? Some of the funny things he did, because basically when he got arrested, it was like Arrested Development. Because some of the funny shit. I'm going to point out some of I did not mean to do any time in between, but because I worked myself into this comedy hole, and I don't have a comedy crutch right now because Trump's no longer president. I'm going to keep doing this. One of the funny things he donated a fucking used Chevy Cavalier. Like he donated like a used Chevy Cavalier that was painted purple for Northern Iowa University to auction off. And they auctioned it off for like $2,000. And somebody's driving a stupid car around. And then when he was going to jail, they tried to get it back. They tried to repossess like this terrible used car he picked up for like $1,600. Which is like, to me, was the equivalent of the staircase car in Arrested Development, where it's like he was driving that to work every day. But what did he do that was really bad? Oh yeah, one of the last acts I did at that company, which sold, people traded Forex futures on, people traded coins. They also had arms dealing, which is really cool. Antique firearms. But one of the last things I had to do was sell SpongeBob, make a website to sell SpongeBob coins. They got the license from Nickelodeon and the New Zealand Mint to print silver SpongeBob coins, and they were square. They were SpongeBob square coins. I'm not kidding. I can't make that up. They went for $50 a pop. And then shortly after they tried to do that, the FBI raided the place. and people were shoving SpongeBob Square coins down their pants, down their regular pants. They never found all of them. They printed 6,000 of them. They never found all of them. The FBI had to melt them down like in a bonfire, a SpongeBob Square coin bonfire of the vanities. Amazing. But I looked up, and the only place I tried to find on eBay, and they rescinded the license and never could be sold to public, but there was some for sale in Romania, which is where this guy behind me owned a construction company. So I'm 95% sure he shoved his briefcase full of SpongeBob fucking coins and flew his wife out to Romania and built a castle. More to come later, more details to come later. Why did I highlight Ron? What the fuck is going on here? You don't want to see Ron's face. We're going to go to our next comedian. I'm going to stop ranting. I'm going to find my face first. Okay, we're good. Our next comedian coming up, please welcome a very normal introduction after my rant, Olivia Witt.
All right. Thanks so much. Yeah, to go back to Ron's point on people seeing comedy when they don't want to see comedy. I recently met someone who was like, oh, I saw you at this open mic because, you know, COVID safe. We had like we were using an outdoor bar space. But he was like, yeah, I just thought I was going to an outdoor bar. And then it turned into the world's like slowest flash mob, where it was like, oh, everyone here is getting up and doing comedy. Even that girl in the back who looks disinterested. I'm here doing comedy. So that's been fun for me during COVID. Got a lot of international, a lot of European people here. Love all the European boys. Very fun. A fun fact about Irish people, and this is like the thing that I think of anytime I interact with someone who's Irish, is that the movie 50 Shades of Grey, the actor who plays Christian Grey, you know, just the epitome of sexual sex, he's a very Irish man. His name is Jamie Dornan, and they made him change his Irish accent for the movie because like Irish is, I guess, the least sexy accent you can have here. Sorry, Josh. But they were like, yeah, no, cut that shit out. Which I do think is funny, just trying to imagine that whole 50 Shades of Grey movie being like, you know, Anastasia's like, oh, I'm ready, Christian, take me now. And he's like, I have to warn you, my tastes are a bit peculiar. They're a bit singular. Would you like to come to my red room? It should be a pub. Would you like a Guinness? Yeah. And everyone would have left being like, that did nothing for me downstairs. So there's my roast of people I don't know. Oh my gosh. Though I will say in movies, like I've been watching a lot of movies. I've been watching a lot of biopics. I really like all these historical movies because they sort of reward you for being a shitty student in school. Like does Lincoln end slavery? I don't know. Everyone who paid attention in Mrs. Cowan's 8th grade US history class knows the answer, but I sure as shit didn't, and that makes this more exciting for me. I recently saw Hidden Figures. You know that movie with Octavia Spencer? It's about space race, the space race. I went into it thinking it was going to be about the Challenger. I was wrong, but they're sitting there being like, we can do math just like the men. And I'm like, oh no, this is but plot twist, they did it. Thank God. I also rented Mulan for $30 over this. Did anyone else do this? Like, even if you had the Disney Plus subscription, it still costs like $30 extra. Like, who is she fighting in this new movie? McGregor? It doesn't make any sense why we're paying that much money. And like, I get paying for UFC fighting because you're kind of watching someone potentially take a human life. But if I have to pay like more than $15 to watch golf, like Tiger Woods better be cheating on me. This quarantine's been rough. I recently got diagnosed with HS, which is just like a weird skin thing. It means that I just get like kind of lumpy when I'm stressed. But going into it, that's definitely not something you want to like discover during all of this, because I was like, what the hell is this? I don't know what's going on. I went to my doctor. The doctor was like, we don't know what I'm gonna go talk to someone else. And then she just left me alone with my thoughts. So I'm sitting there thinking like I have terminal cancer or worse, I'm pregnant somehow. And she comes back and is like, you know, no, that's not the case. And honestly, it really hasn't been that bad. I got like some ointment, totally fine. But the worst part about this is now I get weirdly directed Facebook ads about it. And there's like a campaign on Facebook for just HS awareness, which like I'm already aware. But I really like that I get this one ad of just this really normal looking white guy. And it just says, I won't let HS define who I am, which is so funny to me. Because if I ever meet this guy in person, I'm going to be like, oh my God, you're the HS guy. Like that's your whole thing. You're the guy on the HS ad, HS guy. That's you 100%. Yeah. And I'll end on that joke. Sure. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Olivia. Thank you.
Woo!
We're gonna keep rolling. I gotta do this. I gotta share with you something I discovered. I'll tell you I discovered. So this was on Reddit. Somebody has a picture of the SpongeBob Square coins, and they point out when they were 10, they got a set of them, and this means that their dad worked there and stole a set in his pants. And they pointed out that they were melted down. Oh, there are only about 100 sets in existence. And somebody said, "Wow, great set, incredibly hard to find. I'd be very interested in the valuation. It seems like those grew 10 times in the next 20 to 30 years." So I want to point out that I missed out on SpongeBob Square coins and Bitcoin because I was too lazy to pay attention to this shit. This is why I want
Way
to
to go.
leap back into my life and give myself some pointers. That's my problem right there. Mark, invest in
Bitcoin's
Bitcoin
not
and
over
Square
yet.
coins. You don't know what those are. Just when those enter your life, buy all of them that you can, shove them down your pants. Our next comedian will shove you down his pants. Josh DiDonato.
No, I won't. All right, here we go. Pitch for a movie, time travel movie. Guy gets a time machine and goes back in time to buy a bunch of SpongeBob Square coins. All right. I relate though. I'm a collector. I'm here in Atlanta. I just moved from LA and had 4 big pods, storage containers, dragged across the country and put into my new place in Atlanta. And I had a storage space in LA, so I got a new storage space in Atlanta. So I've been going through boxes to see what goes to the new storage space. And you might be thinking, 4 pod storage containers? That's a lot of stuff, Josh. Well, yes, it's about 50 years or so worth of stuff. I'm not a big thrower awayer, I guess. And then the other day, I found this box of these awesome little memo pads. I use these like field notes notebooks, which actually is out of Chicago. But I had bought a box of 50 memo pads of all the 50 states, but I thought I'd lost it like 8 years ago, which is tricky when you're on the hoarding spectrum, as I am, and you find a cool thing. It's what I like to call finding hoarder's gold. Because I'm like, ha! I'm vindicated that I was right to never throw away a single thing in my whole life. It was worth the $180 for the storage unit for once a month for 8 years. Because look at these cool notebooks. Donald Trump is apparently going to be starting a social platform. We're looking to do that. Which don't know if I love his chances, because starting a whole new social media platform takes hard work and competence, which he's not long on. And I think I think there's an easier way for him to go about it. He should just get an OnlyFans account. You could probably get 20 million people to fork over $100 a month. And just instead of dick pics, just like, get those sweet hate pics, Yeah, it's interesting being a white person who really does want to do something about white supremacy, which is not new. White supremacy has been around since before the founding of this country, you know, and I've been politically involved before, but it seems like it's, you know, more than ever, you know, something needs to be done. I feel like I can't be on the sidelines anymore. And, you know, they just picked up over the last few weeks, more and more leaders of the Proud Boys for their part in the January 6th attack, and the Proud Boys are a hate group, if you're not familiar. And, yeah, so I've decided that I'm going. Oh, so something that white supremacists will say to kind of clean up what they're about is they'll use the phrase white pride. So I've decided I'm starting the white shame movement, and counteract the Proud Boys. I'm going to start a love group, and we're calling ourselves the Ashamed Lads. And so I'm working on the GoFundMe now, and I'll have that up by next week. So a lot of stuff, you know, that we have to, you know, apologize for as white people. You know, slavery, Dave Matthews Band. There's a lot to answer for. Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah. Josh DiDonato. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if we've had some Proud Boys on though, Mike. I don't like Proud Boys. Ron was here. Kevin's here. Kevin looks questionably Proud Boys, but no, I'm just joking. Kevin's a good guy. He's not like that. He is from the South Side, so you gotta be careful. You gotta keep regaining. But no, but yeah, I mean, he's proud to be a boy. I'm sure he is. If I have to do some serious jail time, I can't promise you anything. I will be leaving with questionable tattoos, in the very least. I will have to get some tattoos covered up that I will not be proud of, even if I was a Proud Boy for the sentence of that. Our next comedian coming up. Thank you for coming in. I don't know you. On Treat.
How's it going? What's up? So I'm here in New York, and we 100% have Proud Boy comedians. And I've been to open mics with them. We have comedians that were down at the Capitol on the 6th too, that march. So we have them all here in New York. How's it going? It's cool. Yeah, everybody's talking about during COVID times, doing weird shows, doing weird open mics. I've been doing a lot of park open mics too. And the thing about park open mics, when people make eye contact with you and they see you're doing comedy, they walk faster. It's like you're on the same status as somebody who they think is going to mug them in New York doing comedy in the park. But it's cool. Doing Zoom stuff, I like it. Some people don't like it. Sometimes Zoom comedy, it feels like the cauliflower pizza crust of comedy. You know, it's like not the exact substitute, but you know, I guess it's all right. See some black squares here. I did one Zoom show. Literally, the entire audience had the camera off and had black squares. It was like that one day that Instagram thought they saved race, that they cured racism. You know. Summer's gonna be. I think you know, with the vaccines and everything, everybody's talking about this summer is gonna be one of the best summers ever, right? Does everybody here agree with that? I feel like there's so much pent up energy and everything, and you know, white guilt is at an all-time high. Like it's gonna be great this summer, right? I'm dating somebody right now, but I'm really considering coming out of retirement just for this summer, just to experience it. Oh man, I have to. I think whenever I go out now, I'm gonna only get bottle service, right? Not because I want to show off or anything, but because, you know, given what's been happening to Asians recently, I need a weapons at hand's reach at all times when I'm out in public. I gotta real quick. All right, that one. Thank you, Olivia, with the black square folding your laundry right now.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool. Leave your audio on. What else I want to talk about? So I feel like there's moments in life that I've come across that made me realize that I'm getting older, right? And recently, it's that most of my friends now use weed in order to sleep better and not get high, right? People, my friends, they're like, yo, this eighth is for 8 hours of continuous sleep. Yeah, see this? It's crazy. They're like, dude, this weed, man, my dreams are crazy. My dreams, they have no plot holes now. It's a 3-act structure with my dreams. It's funny. I used to think I was getting older because all my friends were posting on Facebook that they were getting married and getting engaged. But now I know I'm actually getting old because my ugly friends are posting that they get married and engaged on Facebook. What else I read here on my getting older? Okay, plants. It's a big thing with millennials for plants now. So many millennials love plants. I feel like I saw the other day this person took their plant on a walk with them, and you know what I think? I think plants are the new pets, and then pets are the new kids. Because millennials, we don't have we don't have financial stability, right? Pets are as close as kids as we're gonna get. I think that kids now is like retirement to millennials. You know, once you have kids, you've done it. You've done it all. You've succeeded in life. But that's it. That's my time. Thanks everybody so much for sticking around, hanging out. Appreciate the time, Mark.
Yeah, Auntie. Yes. Oh, yeah. No, honestly, like I haven't seen too many Proud Boy mics in Chicago, but if you're white, use your privilege to just beat the shit out of them. Just beat up any Proud Boy. If you're a white person, if you're not a white person, you're probably gonna go to jail. So find your nearest white person to beat the shit out of them. That's what should be going on in this country. I don't care. Our next comedian coming up, he's got some hot takes. Please welcome Andre Medrano. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's up? What's if you had to, off the top of your head, what's your favorite 311 record? No one has one? Okay, the moment has passed.
Self-titled.
Said the moment has passed before you shouted it out, so we'll have to wait for another time. I don't have the vaccine yet. I hope to get it soon. Probably gonna be last in line. That's fine. I have like a weird thing with needles. I'm not really afraid of them, but I've just had weird experiences. Like my mom was in the hospital in 2016. It was really, really serious. She's fine now, thank God. But nurse came in to draw her blood and like didn't do it, and then tried again and fucked up again, and then she just ran out of the hotel room, the hospital room. And I was like, "Wow, are we just giving up? This isn't good." And then it was like a line change. Like another nurse came in with another needle, and she's like, "Oh, in New Jersey, if you don't do it on the second try, like someone else has to get tagged in." I was like, this doesn't sound like medicine, but maybe it is. Then the last time I got a flu shot, similarly, this lady like didn't do it. And then she just looks at me and she's like, "Oh, there's something wrong with the needle. I'll be right back." And came back. And then it wouldn't go in. And I looked over, we locked eyes, and then she jammed it in. And I was like, are you sure you work here? This is crazy. So hopefully it'll be okay. But I have avoided COVID thus far. I'm thankful, knock on wood. I hate emergency rooms for the obvious reasons, like pain, suffering, existential dread, all that stuff. But I also hate the question they ask you where they're like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much does it hurt? Like, okay, 7 years of medical school, we're going to play this game? Cool, man. Rolled my ankles like a 2. Like 2? This is an emergency room. People come here with real problems. But you can't go the other way either. You can't be like, I don't know, it's like a 9. I'd be like, 9? 40 minutes ago, I pulled a steak knife out of a man's sternum. I asked him the same question. He said an 8. Take 2 Tylenol, sleep it off. Whatever you say is just an excuse for a doctor to call you a pussy. And I'm there for medical care. It's not for abuse. I don't do that. The lady before was talking about how she has like a disease or a condition where she gets lumps when she's stressed out. At the beginning of the quarantine, I had like my facial hair stopped growing, like a huge circle here, and I found out it's related to stress. And I was pretty upset because I'm very good looking and it's a huge part of my identity. And that was just going to take it all away from me. And it just went away. Like I shaved today, but I have a full beard again. So, you know, things are looking up, I guess. I found it like the guidelines for coming out of quarantine, like you still got to wear masks, still social distance, all that stuff, are incompatible with the horniness on my Twitter timeline. Like I always thought that COVID would be like the opposite of that corny joke where people are like, I'm a real life 5, but I'm a comedy 9, where I thought people would be like, I'm not killing my family for an 8. but it appears the opposite is true. I worked in politics on and off for a while, and I found that it is a place where there's like a huge gulf between what people say at work and then like out of work, where like they'll be on the floor of the Senate and be like, I yield the rest of my time to the esteemed gentleman from Idaho. And then, like their ads are like, 9/11 was a tragedy, but if you elect this motherfucker, you deserved it. And like, then they call each other nice things. See, what else do I have? People I've found like really invest in theories that they haven't thought through. Like I had this, when I was 22, I had this girl be like, do you think any woman has ever faked an orgasm? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And she was like, oh, tell me about it. I was like, oh, I have no idea who, but it's happened. And she's like, how do you know? I was like, well, first of all, I don't try very hard. But second of all, everybody talks about it. I'm not special, right? And she got really, really angry because there was a theory that didn't make a lot of sense, but she wanted to tell me. And then I found her on LinkedIn, and she's not doing that well. So maybe she should have thought the theory through. So I'm in an open relationship with my diet, LOL, because I don't have cheat days because I'm in an open relationship. Fuck, dude, that was all right. That's it. I'm done.
Yeah. Medrano, Andre.
Yeah, woo.
A little bit of advice here. I've lived in the city proper for 21 years now. I've lived in the city of Chicago, and I've learned throughout this time that if you have to go to emergency room, go to the suburbs, man. They don't do real shit. Drive the 45 minutes. There's a 4-hour wait unless you're shot. Go to the suburbs. They'll treat you like a king for a splinter. That's what happens.
Evanston, good call.
Only go to a doctor in the city if it's a specialist, like if it's like a practice, not a hospital.
Yeah, you know what? If you're, I don't know, people from Chicago, me and my wife, we know all the North Shore medical facilities because that's where they treat very cranky old people. That's all it is. And they'll take care of you just to get a young one in every once in a while. Our next reunion coming up. Holy crap, where'd he go? Which one do I put? I'm putting the one with the curtains on the string. Bontrager!
Woohoo!
I'm here. I'm totally was paying attention, and I totally knew I was next. I'm totally ready for this, you guys. I am setting a hard, fast rule for the rest of the year or something. I am not gonna have sex with a Tyrion or a Daenerys. Not this year, and I think I'm gonna wait at least, I don't know, 20 years? Okay. In the year 2050, if I'm still alive, I'll fuck a Daenerys, maybe. I'll take all the weird looks. Yeah. They were born first or second season. Come on, guys. Oh boy. When you look at your set list, and most of the words are anal. So sanctity covers a lot, I think. Don't walk in to my house while I'm getting fucked by my wife as she stands on a hoverboard. Don't judge me. Sanctity of marriage. Don't judge. About that anal. Yeah. So let's see. I'll do it backwards. So they got the thing where you exercise your vagina with the video game and the kegels and the picking up the slugs. I don't know. People know about it. So I want one for the butthole, because I feel like after COVID's over, we're all going to be, if we're not already doing it now, anal without abandon. And there's going to be a lot of loose poops, a lot of loose change type poops if we don't exercise our buttholes now. You know what I'm saying? And I'll shoot myself every time I say, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm Oh, God damn it. I hate all of this. So penises, they're getting smaller, and it's pollution's fault.
Oh yeah.
So I blame all of you for my shrinking penis. My Wi-Fi is getting really weak. You know, I'm thinking getting a signal booster, maybe going old school, getting one, like making a nice tinfoil dish. I've had friends who still have the bunny ears to get digital TV. I don't know why it works, but I think if you go for the dish and a little bit of 2 ears thing, that'll boost the signal. Yeah, but if that doesn't work, I'm just gonna go right over there and knock on their door and just tell my neighbor that they need to move the router closer to the window. It's not working out. What's this? Pooping? I put the good ones at the bottom. Okay, I see that. Let's see. Here we go. So yeah, the guy who made Twisted Bop It Pull It, he's a pervert. He's trying to push all of his sexual perversions upon us. I feel like one of them was like twist it, bop it, pull it, jerk me off like a tiger on meth. That's probably time. That's probably enough, right? I should probably leave. Thank you for the thing. I'll be sitting over here doing the drugs. Thank you, Mark.
Woohoo! What the hell?
Mark, you're muted.
I have a Furby. Speaking of push it, pop it, whatever. There's a Furby. This Furby will be hosting the rest of the mic. Just so you know that. It's saying
That's incredible.
this is a real Furby. Yeah,
Is that not an Angry Bird? That looks like an Angry Bird.
I think Angry Bird did rip them off. My other Furby is not doing so well. It is sick. I have to bring it to the Furby doctor up in Evanston. Our next meeting. Andrew Shanklin.
You know, I was just thinking, what about a Furby? But as it learns more English, you just find out it's just really, really horny, and it just keeps saying really aggressive sexual things to you. All right, good. Good to start on a bad riff. We love that. Good to start on a bad riff. Oh man, I had a great opener that I just threw out. Okay, great. So people, everyone is so interested in sex these days. They're so interested in sex, and when it's all, oh, choke me and spank me, whatever happened to waiting for marriage, everybody? Whatever happened to that?
Tell him, Andy.
I'm telling them. It's like, what are we teaching? What are we teaching these kids in school? Like, hey, wait until you're over the age of consent, but if you don't, like, make it as rough as possible. Really go for it. The Seder was yesterday. We got any Jewish people in the audience? I know we got one. And we got Adam Quaslow here. Jewish girl. Hey, I got broken up with by a Jewish girl last week, so you could say, hey, I got passed over. Thank you, folks. I'll be here until the end of my set. Great. Let's see. You guys get this Amber Alert yesterday. Great.
Yeah.
Great setup for a joke, Aiden. You guys get this Amber. So many kids have phones now. There's kids that kid probably found out they were getting abducted from the Amber Alert. They're like, whoa, 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 whoa. I thought we were getting ice cream, buddy. I thought it was a little too easy to get this Uber. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Every friend group, they have that one friend, that everybody kind of makes fun of so much you can never tell if they mean what they're saying to them. And I'm that friend in all of my friend groups, every single one of them. Someone will be like, wow, Andrew, that's a cool shirt. And I'm like, well, are you serious or not? Because I can never be sure, All right. That's just a joke about how people are mean to me. Good. Okay. I'm a teacher, and I try to teach. I try to talk to my students like they're adults. Like I try to not treat them like kids. I treat them with respect. However, I now know that when a kid asks me if something's for a grade, I can't tell them fuck around and find out. You can't say that to kids as much as you want to. Did you guys know this? Did you guys know we're not supposed to tell women to smile anymore? I must make life absolute hell for Walmart greeters, folks. Like, great, I'm not getting paid a living wage and I can't do my job. All right. You know, I don't really think I'm ever going to do that joke again.
No, you should do it.
I think it's funny. I just don't think it's worth it, and I really don't want to. I am a feminist icon, and I don't want to risk my status on that. I don't get why everyone hates Black Israelites so much. I don't get that. I think they rock. You should be so lucky to be held in captivity by people that dress like that. They're so cool. Okay. I never would have guessed that everyone would have that would have bombed. I was a very precocious child when I was in 4th grade. One time I spent my whole Thanksgiving telling all of my relatives how much I liked Lost. And my great aunts and uncles were like, oh, you should watch Twin Peaks. And that's when my mom said I should talk less to adults at dinner parties, because nobody likes it when the 8-year-old is bringing up David Lynch. You know, that is a bad thing. Okay. 30 seconds. So I'm done. And that last joke is maybe a little too similar to a joke my friend Robert Flanagan does. But I don't know if he's doing stand anymore. Robert Flanagan, very funny. Everyone look him up. Okay, bye.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Robert Flanagan ain't here. You could do his jokes. That's the rules. It's a new joke tonight. It's crazy to call yourself a feminist while wearing a Steely Dan shirt. That's always that's a new one that I haven't.
I'm reclaiming it, Mark. I'm reclaiming Steely Dan for feminists everywhere. For the girls.
Then check your lyrics is all I'm saying. I would not let someone with that shirt teach my children, is what I'm saying as well. Holy crap! We're gonna get rolling through our next meeting, coming off of a hot set at Laugh Factory and opening for Judah Friedlander. Wow, Laura Hogg.
Yeah, Laura.
Go get him, Hug.
Thank you very much. I didn't. Okay. Yes. So, talking about Zoom comedy, we can all relate, at least tonight, right? I'm never used to when the video spotlights my face because it's just so shockingly big and white and round. It's so big and white and round that wolves bay at it. Thanks to the one in the back. I've also noticed, I don't know if anybody's like now, since we've been doing like open mics have been, are on people's Facebook streams and stuff like that, and YouTube channels, like you can find a record of our performances and our open mic things. And that gave me some pause. There's some stuff I'm like, that was practicing. I don't want people to see it or whatever. But also, I believe there's a lot of now digital recordings of me eating on people's Facebook pages. Like every open mic, I'm like, there I am with the sandwich. There I am with a jug of liquid, So maybe I should monetize that. All right. So I'm not using my college degree. You can't use what you don't have. But I don't have a college degree. I do have an extra year of high school, which I'm also not sure if I'm using or not. The course of education that I did complete was improv, like probably some of you. Chicago's an improv city. I did beginning level and conservatory at Second City. So I am a certified improviser. The other day, we were talking about improv and someone asked me if I still do it. And I said, no, I don't, but I can, in a pinch, in an emergency. I have not yet been called to an improv emergency. I have not been in, like, let's say a restaurant or some other gathering place and somebody collapses and someone else yells out, quick, we need somebody is there anyone here who can advance this scene? And then I mean, if they did, I could step in. We need a location that'll fit here in this restaurant, like a hospital or a relationship, like a doctor and a nurse. I'm a first yes-ander is what I'm saying, you guys. I'm a first yes-ander. Thank you. Your kindred silence is fair because I often react that way with you too. I mean, it is true. I fold laundry and do stuff during these. I've done a lot of mics, and thank you, Olivia. That's true. I mean,
That's good.
Yeah, that's it. I am an essential worker. I have been working, despite what my boss says. I work at a non-for-profit, and because of that job, I was able to get the vaccine. I had my first shot. I get my first shot next weekend. Thank you. Yeah, and I feel grateful about it. You know, a lot of you know that I'm a recovering alcoholic and ex-drug addict, and so I don't use drugs anymore. But when I went to the hospital to get my vaccine, and they came to me with that hypodermic needle full of medicine, I was like, for a minute I had this fleeting thought, like, I wonder if they'd let me inject it myself, you know, just for old time's sake. See if I still got the touch, you know. I didn't ask them though, because they seem like a bunch of squares. So all right, that's it. Thanks, you guys.
Yeah, Laura, good job.
Laura, that was so fucking good.
Laura,
That was so fucking good.
Laura, you're talking about doing laundry. I don't know if my laundry buzzer went off during your. Like, Zoom comedy is weird. I've been doing this now for a year, unfortunately, and how serious I take it. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the bathroom during somebody's set and just started folding laundry and doing laundry. And I was on a different floor, and I wasn't coming back. I just heard voices in another room. How serious we take it here. I'm glad you're an essential worker because I'm essentially working. Hey-oh, that's a Johnny Carson doing a one-arm golf swing right there. I don't know what to tell you about that.
Great joke. Love that.
Yeah. Except our next comedian.
You are correct, sir.
Coming up. Very excited to have him. Do you want to go by doctor or do you not want that?
No, call me doctor. We should do
Dr.
that.
Gregory Matthews.
Yeah, please. I mean, Laura's performing at Laugh Factory. I have nothing except the doctor title. So let's give it to me. Let's do that. Yeah. So Laura, I am also a trained in person. I didn't do conservatory, but I did like A3 at Second City, and I actually only perform improv in emergency situations. So that's the difference between you and me. Do you guys ever feel like you're living life like Benjamin Button, but in reverse? So I'm relatively new to stand up, and I've read that you're supposed to start with your best joke. So check. I got the vaccine yesterday, and I'm having some side effects. My arm is a bit sore, and I'm experiencing some fatigue, and I had some kind of weird headaches. But I'm also getting these other like weird side effects that I don't know if anyone else has had. So I'm wondering, just any of you out there who've got it, is hung like a horse a known side effect? Because I'm asking for a friend. So incels are people who are involuntary celibate. These are people who want to have sex, but they can't. They're celibate involuntarily, hence incels. These are people like unemployed guys who live in their mom's basement, or like ugly guys who are obsessed with model trains, something like that. But there are also volcels. These are voluntary celibates. So think about like people who've chosen this kind of life. These would be things like monks who want to concentrate on like inner peace, or priests, or a hot guy who's obsessed with model trains. So now there are plenty of people who are incels and plenty of people who are volcels, but I am a 38-year-old father of 3, which makes me both an incel and a volcel. It's very rare. I'm an incel because I want to have sex, but all the parties potentially involved are too tired to have sex after averaging 3 hours of sleep a night because the 2-year-old wakes up screaming that he can't find his plastic grasshopper. And also, I've gotten into stand-up comedy, which is the fast track to an incel if you're married. Nothing turns a woman off more than asking her to watch her impression of Steve Buscemi being a barista at Starbucks for the 400th time. Which here, I'll show it to you. I played Mr. Pink in Reservoir Dogs. What size latte did you want again? It's not very good. It's not a very good impression. I'm also a volcel because I don't want to have sex because I haven't got a vasectomy yet. And I just can't take that chance. I can't have another accidental baby. I've already had 3 accidental babies. You think one accidental baby is tough? Try 3 accidental babies. It's a nightmare. My wife's yelling at me that I'm being too loud and to get a vasectomy. What I'm trying to say is I'm celibacy ambidextrous. I go both ways. Does that work? All right. I'm just kidding, by the way. I wanted to have all these kids. You can't just have one kid. You either got to have 0 or more than 1. You either have to have no kids because you don't want to have kids, or you need to have enough kids to make it possible for you to have your kids compete for your love via sports. That's why you become a parent. No? All right. Sorry, that's dark. Anyway, you guys ever notice that a lot of UFC fighters are conservative Trump supporters and their job is also to get punched in the head? No? Okay. And finally, the early bird catches the worm. This is some advice I have for you. The early bird catches the worm, but the late bird also gets the worm. Do you know how many worms there are? There's like 1 billion worms. There's so many worms. Just sleep in and get the worm later. Anyway, thank you. I'm Greg Matthews. Follow me on MySpace. Have a great night.
Yeah, woo.
I could pick up a rock and find a worm. Just fucking pick up a rock, you stupid bird. That's all I know.
Jesus. Hostile.
A lot of dumb birds out there. I'm just gonna say Gregory Matthews set does a lot better when he's feeding a baby during the entire set. Like, it wasn't tonight. It works much better with a baby as a prop. You don't need to have 3 of them to be props. Oh my God, our next comedian coming up. Where the hell is he? You better be on the camera. Oh no, there he is. Very excited to introduce to you a real friend of the room, a real friend of Fun Simulation and Reads, unlike Laura, wink, wink. Why don't you have Adam Quaslow?
Wow. Greg was talking about wanting a vasectomy, or as I like to call it, a vast difference. There's been a lot of talk lately about like separating art from artists, and like I get it. I don't want to support artists who do horrible things, but I also understand when people say, "Hey, I didn't do anything. Why don't I get to listen to my favorite song?" So I've come up with a compromise. After the mic tonight, feel free to listen to your favorite R. Kelly album, but I want you to promise me that it's gonna be an illegal copy. Like Woody Allen should not make another dime off of his movies, but the guy selling bootlegs outside of Walgreens has mouths to feed. All right. I will watch a Louis C.K. special, but I need to see a watermark for a torrent website in the middle of the screen. And like doing stand-up, I have friends who grew up loving Bill Cosby. Like I have friends who do stand-up because of Bill Cosby. And they had to learn that their hero was a rapist. Makes me sick just thinking about it. It just makes me appreciate the fact that my comedy hero, George Carlin, was just a miserable alcoholic. Like the only ones he hurt were his family and his liver, and that is okay. For a while at either Disneyland or Disney World or someplace that insufferable people in their 30s are obsessed about, they had a Bill Cosby statue, and after we found out what he did, they decided to take it down. I think that's rewriting history. What they should have done was built a new statue next to the Cosby statue that said, dude, we had no idea he was doing that. Like he earned that statue, but he also earned this statue. We can tear down Confederate soldier statues, though. We knew who they were when those things were built, right? Like, nobody watched a Netflix documentary and said, wait, they fought against us? What? Like, people fly Confederate flags. They try to go, oh, it's my heritage. But I've never seen somebody with a swastika tattoo and thought, oh, he must be German. Like, fuck your heritage. They swore our country as their enemy. That's like Luke Skywalker putting up a portrait of Darth Vader in his house and saying, well, he's my dad. Blood's thicker than water. Like, you're not supposed to put up a statue of somebody you're glad you beat. That'd be like the Chicago Bulls putting up a statue of Karl Malone. I can picture it now. With one hand, he's got the ball, and with the other, he's denying one of his children. I'm a Jew. I only know the Old Testament, but I believe in the New Testament. And Laura, I know that you go to church. Correct me if I'm wrong on this, but Jesus said something like it would be easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to get into heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joel Osteen drives a Ferrari. I feel like if you're going to be a preacher, or even if you're going to like discriminate against people because of your religion, you should have to know the Bible like nerds know the Lord of the Rings. Like, if you can't name every character right now, shut the fuck up, poser. You know? Like, I think you guys should choose your leaders based off of how many languages they can recite the entire text in, you know? Bye.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa, yeah. Thank you, Adam Coslow. Maybe do some more mics and let me know when you're ending your set. Just by some sort of.
I said bye.
Oh, we thought you got cut off.
Yeah,
no, Mark
gave
me the 1
what
minute
happened.
like a minute before I said bye.
I didn't hear bye. We didn't hear the word bye. That was what we
I didn't
missed.
hear it.
I think what Gregory does is he goes, and finally, and then he does his last bit.
No, I straight dismount, Mark. You know, how many times in person have you seen me end my set by just putting the mic back in the stand and walking away?
Don't steal the Irish goodbye. Don't steal.
Just grunt and then
come up with
just
something on your
grunt
own.
something to let
Like,
us
say a
know.
racial slur.
And you have
Yell out, I'm close.
Stop trying to trick people into that, Tristan.
I'm putting people.
I just said a racial slur. I didn't.
Tristan, it was Emily in Paris to answer your question.
All right, we're gonna keep rolling, guys. We got 2 more comics of the Fast Minute Comedy, and people have stuck around, and I'm really proud of them and happy for them. Our next minute coming up just went off. I heard him a second ago. Kevin, are you on camera? What are you doing?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn that off. I didn't mean to do
Yeah,
that.
we
Sorry,
got our
guys.
next comedian coming up. Please welcome very funny Kevin Cullo.
Hey, Nito gang. Got laid off, got fired from my part-time job this past Thursday. I got laid off from my main job at the end of the year, which just basically means God doesn't want me to have money. This is God's choice now at this point. That's what I have to tell myself to make sense of how much bullshit I put myself through. If God doesn't want me to have all these things, what does he want me to have? I'm at that point, you know? And do I believe in God? Do I believe in myself? I don't know. My nephew, who's 10 years old, tells people I don't have a real job when I had a job. I was a DJ at a rock radio station. He didn't believe that was a real job. All he understood was that I hear him in a speaker and I get free t-shirts from him. That's it. He didn't understand it. He didn't care. I'm not going to TikTok about this, so why are you telling me about it? Are you giving me a free Miller Lite t-shirt? That was basically all he needed to know. And that's basically how things are. I worked for a wrestling website, and I worked for pro wrestling website. I was a big pro wrestling fan. And my mom just said I worked online. She didn't tell people I work for a wrestling website. And if she did, they would ask what type of website it was. She would always whisper it like this. It's a wrestling website. About wrestling. No, like on like on TV. I don't know if he thinks it's real. I'm hopeful he doesn't think it's real. I am praying about it. I mean, they pay him, but I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. I support him, but I don't agree with it. He says going to a WrestleMania is a convention. He says it's a work expense, but I just don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. So that's where I am with that. I do love wrestling. I understand that most people think it's fake, but that's okay. I don't care what TV show you like. Tell me what show are you watching? What show is it? What's the TV show you're watching?
I'm rewatching Scrubs.
Scrubs. None of them are doctors. Did you know that? They're not real doctors. They're real friends, but they're not real doctors. All right. Those aren't real scrubs. I bet they're sweatsuits. I bet they're more comfortable than scrubs. Fake scrubs. Did you know they're fake? Do you want me to tell you it's fake? No, because you're enjoying the show. All right. But people need to tell you when it's wrestling that it's fake. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. All right. You watch The Bachelorette, they're not really going to get married. That's fake too. Oh, but if I said that, I would ruin the journey. But that's what people say about me. In back of room, someone yells, WrestleMania. More like Beatlemania. More like Beatlemania, Andy. More like Beatlemania, right? I thought someone came into my apartment. It's dark in the other room, so it was kind of scary. And so more like Beatlemania, and it's very annoying me. And I chopped him across the chest, and then we had a conversation. And he goes, "The Beatles are rock stars." I said, "The Beatles are rock stars? Like pro wrestlers aren't rock stars? They're hitting every town, winning championships?" He goes, "Well, they're not rock stars. Tell me a wrestler who's a rock star. Watch this. The Nature Boy, Ric Flair." Okay? Woo! See what happened there? I said a man's name. And people went, woo. That's a sound you make after good fucking sex. Okay? That name, that sound is associated with Ric Flair's name. If Ringo goddamn Starr came into this room right now, the drummer of the Beatles, no one makes a goddamn noise. Tristan, you didn't want to fuck Ringo. No one wanted to fuck Ringo. You fucked Ringo to get to John, to get to Paul. You were climbing your way at the Beatle cock ladder. No one wanted to fuck him. We all want to fuck The Rock. Every single one of us. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, national treasure. They have the young Rock. I want to get with that hot young Rock now. You know what I mean? It's BS. Raise his eyebrow. I smell what he's cooking. He's a great, great man. That's all I got tonight. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, Kevin.
Die, Rocky, die. Die, Rocky, die.
Shut the fuck up.
It was me with me heckling Beatlemania all the time. That's all I do is I go to Kevin's shows and yell Beatlemania.
So I can run and hit you in the chest.
I have so many Beatles. Somebody buy a Beatle. I got so many Beatles. Somebody give me some money. You got a stimulus check. Give me your Beatles.
Fuck you, Gregory. Gregory wrote in the chat, "I love Rock Flair." So
Jesus Christ. Gregory's banned for the rest.
Ban him. I don't care if he's a doctor. Ban him.
Yeah, but he's a doctor of fucking math, which is just made up shit.
Oh my God.
Doctor of math, man.
May as well be a doctor of Islam because that's where it came from.
Oh, hey, Greg, Doctor of Math. What's fuck.
That's fine. We got one more.
Look at Tristan cover his face.
We got one.
I'm sorry. I finished watching Veep and they had a.
I muted everybody because we got to get to our last comedian before the fast minute in comedy. I don't give a shit. Oh, I keep muting. Our next comedian, I keep muting and he keeps unmuting himself, but I just want to bring him up. Holy crap. Please welcome from outside or inside or an exercise bike. I don't know. Tristan A. Smith.
Hey, give it up for Mark for doing this. Yeah, Kevin said nobody likes Ringo Starr. That's not true. The woman who broke my heart and is the reason I confess an embarrassing secret every Monday loved Ringo Starr more than me. That's how it ended. All right, it's just a joke for me and the people who look at my Facebook feed, but don't know her name. Anywho, this is this is how the mic's gonna go. Me confessing heartbreak. I downloaded a calorie counting app recently to try to be more conscious of myself, and I'm trying to lose weight and whatever. And it's very interesting. Like when I actually look at everything I eat in a day laid out for me, it's very sobering to see that list. But honestly, I found out that I'm not actually doing as bad as I might have thought. I'm actually doing pretty good. I only really have one Achilles heel, one bad thing that I eat for myself that kind of messes me up. And I realized, I eat crackers. That's the thing. That's my one bad thing. I eat crackers. I'm crackers away from physical fitness. That's what I found out about myself. I'm the amount of crackers that I eat away from looking hot. And whenever I say that, to a friend or something, well, they say, "No, Tristan, you're fine. You're fine. You look good. You look way better than you used to. You're handsome." I was like, I don't shut up. I'm not trying to fuck my friends. I'm trying to fuck everybody. That's let me figure this out. All right, this is not. If I wanted to impress a group of funny alcoholics, I could have done that 40 pounds ago. No, I'm trying to fuck people I like. Like it's I don't know. It's like I realized recently like what I'm attracted to, like the things that sort of like turn me on. And I realized the thing I'm attracted to most in a woman is a hot mess. Like I love a woman who's a hot mess. I want a woman who would describe her relationship with alcohol as problematic. Like I want a woman who's going through pain. Like that's what I think I want. I want a woman who's like cracked but not broken. Does that make any sense to anybody? Like just I want a woman who's pre-diabetic but not like that's what I'm looking for. Just so who's almost down the wrong path, but maybe might make it right in the end. All right, I think I lost you on the pre-diabetic joke, but I just want a woman who's who's hurt. All right, who needs me to this sounds real incelly. I'm hearing these words out loud for the first time, and I didn't realize just how twisted this comes off. It's like, oh yeah, I want a project, I guess is what I want out of a woman. I want my dad. Also, I've never met my father. That's just what I imagine my father to be. Yeah, again, what is this set? All right, I've got one other joke that I was gonna do at another mic, but I guess I'll try it at this one if I can remember it. I can't remember, so I'm gonna do this other joke that I did it at the last mic. All right, I used to be a writer in a writing program at Second City. I used to have a writing partner, and he one day he went to his family home in Wisconsin. He was telling me this story about how he went to his Wisconsin family home, his grandma and grandpa's house, and he was just hanging out, and he went in the attic, just playing around like shit you do when you're a young adult. And he looked at all the family heirlooms they had in the attic, and he discovers a chest, like a big treasure chest looking type of thing in the attic. And he opens up the treasure chest, and he sees a bunch of stuff, but in it he sees a children's book that his family made about the family horse. It's a really sweet idea of just this. It's like this family horse teaches kids how to navigate the world. Now, for the story, you need to know that my friend is white, that his family is white, and that horse is black. And that the name of the children's book was Nigger the Horse. That's the actual name of both the horse and the book. It's the I guess the main character is it's that I don't know. I don't know where this joke is gonna go, but this is all real, and I don't know how to. It's very weird to have a story told to you by a white person where they have to mime the N-word so that you can get it. I don't know. There's much more to this joke that I really can't continue. Maybe I'll do it at the fastest minute. Thank you very much. Give it up for Mark.
Yeah, fastest minute is coming right up. Thank you, Tristan Smith. We're gonna do the fastest minute right now. I don't know. Everybody stuck around. Looks like Ron left. What the hell's up with that? Olivia, are you here? You're here, but you're not on camera or video. I don't know if you're gonna do the fastest minute, but I'll put you up. Otherwise, we're gonna skip you.
I'm here.
Oh, you're here.
I just got ice cream.
There you go.
Nice.
Somebody eating on the mic every week is what I want to see. This is the fastest minute. I'm going to give you 1 minute. I'm not going to give you warning. I'm just going to bounce to the next comic and cut you off. So we're going to start it off with Olivia Witt. Go.
All right. So I recently got an IUD. My mom hates that I talk about it, and we were out at a restaurant, and I'm talking about it with her. And she goes, Olivia, not now. There are children at the next table. Do not bring that up. And I'm like, Mom, it's fine. They don't know how to spell. They don't know what we're talking about here. A lot of people say during COVID that it's bringing out more of the essence of who we are. Like the jerks are being bigger jerks, but the compassionate people are being even more compassionate. Yeah. And I do think that's true, because before this, my uncle had bad lungs, and now he has real bad lungs. You know what I mean? I don't own a vibrator because I grew up in the early 2000s, and I owned one of those things that braids your hair. So now I'm just real distrustful of wands overall, because that shit did not work. I've always wanted. Oh, I'm done. Cool.
Go, 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 go.
Hey, there's an English guy on here. He seems all right. I'm a little bit torn on English people in general. Like some of them are cool. I like their culture, but they are spooky. Like I've had 2 English people say, I'm not going to do the voice because that's racist, but I've had 2 English people be like, would you like a biscuit? And I'm like, hell yeah, dog. And then they offer you like a tray of Oreos and just look at you like they did nothing wrong. I'm like, I feel threatened. Speaking of English people, this is former British Prime Minister Gordon Brown. Look at me. I'm a millennial. Everything offends me. I have a really interesting theory about the purification of race, but I think I'm out of time.
Go.
Trigger, go.
A lot of people are upset. Biden didn't mention anything about gun reform. That's because he's in talks with me. We're gonna collect everyone's guns, but it's gonna be a 1-for-1 replacement. All guns are shaped like dicks. Your gun will be turned into a vagina-shaped gun, and you will get it back. And you'll just have to figure out how to shoot it. That'll just be on you. And I think that'll stop most of the mass shootings. White guys,
They won't be able to find the
can
trigger.
operate
Vaughn.
vaginas. Thanks for taking my fucking goddamn punchline. Fucking Kellum. Can a guy do his own goddamn jokes? You piece of shit.
Fight! Feel that like 3 people come up with that joke. You're not the first
Fucking
person to come up with that
asshole.
joke.
I'm sorry. I muted everybody. More like Kevin mute him, right? That's what I'm going with. All right, everybody get unmute. I just want to be an asshole and reset real quick. For our next comedian, oh my God, holy crap, it's Laura Hogg. Go.
This computer, my friend refurbished this big computer for me, and it was so sweet. He just recently killed himself, and he did it without giving me the password. So that's all I have to say.
Gregory Matthews, go.
Go.
One of my students was wearing a hat on Zoom, and I was like, "What is that hat?" And he's like, "Oh, it's the meme of Kermit sipping tea." So I went and bought a hat with Kermit sipping tea on it.
Yeah.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself, and mass shootings, and emergent highly contagious viruses, and domestic white supremacist terrorism, and the rise of authoritarianism, and total economic collapse, and cancer, and getting hit by a bus, and bats coming into a room in the middle of the night and biting you without you noticing and giving you rabies, but you don't know, and you have it so you don't get treated and you die of rabies, and killer clowns, and cannibal clowns, and diddler clowns, and regular clowns. But other than that, only fear. I'm drunk. What's up?
Adam Quazzles.
Diddler Clown was my father, you asshole. My mom died when I was in high school, and it's been so long that I actually don't remember what her voice sounded like. What I do remember is how the other kids at school would make fun of me for what her voice sounded like. So I have to cherish my bullies. It's just now when I think about them doing their insulting impressions of her, they're saying, "I'm so proud of you." Bye.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Go.
Go.
You're on mute.
You're on mute.
You're on mute, Kevin.
Sorry.
What happened to
I didn't
Ian
realize
Set?
my roommate Andy came in. I haven't seen him for a day, so I was. Sorry.
How's Andy doing?
Hey, Andy's doing well. Hey, Andy, why don't you check in? Why don't you check in with this? We got
Andy, do the fastest minute.
Andy, do my fastest minute. Do my fastest minute. I'm stepping on his foot. Do your fastest minute. You got a minute. Go.
All right. Oh my God.
So, John Leguizamo, he's always nailing your girlfriend, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. All right, bye.
Kevin, go ahead. You get a minute, Kevin. I like to see Andy though.
That's it.
Tristan A. Smith.
Go. What happened to Ian Set? Is Ian not doing a fastest minute?
What?
Okay.
Fuck, where the fuck? Ian's here? Holy shit.
Yeah, we should. Ian's first before me. Let's get
Ian's
Ian
gotta go.
Smith.
Go. Holy shit. I did not see you. You must have not been on camera.
Yeah, I go and lie down sometimes. I'm still here. I'm still paying attention, but I'm resting my eyes.
Yeah.
So to say. So I get laid a lot because I'm hot. And people say, Ian, what's your go-to pickup line? And I always say, well, there's only one pickup line that works, and it's, hey baby, how you doing? And well, I just have 10 bad pickup lines that will never work. Like, don't say, I love you more than I love Christian rap. Or are you Bitcoin? Because I just want to hold you. My dick may not be big, but my heart is huge. My love for you is like disco. It will never die. I think that's all I have time for.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, go. Oh, I completely forgot whatever I was gonna do my set about because I think Ian just took all the air out of the room.
Tristan, do
You
my
were gonna talk about
favorite
that
joke.
horse.
What?
Tristan, do my favorite joke. Dedicate it to me again.
Okay,
Play the
yeah,
hits,
fine.
Tristan. Play the hits.
This joke is dedicated to Adam Quaslow. I haven't done it in probably 4 years at least. Alrighty. As we all know, in the American South, lynching was kind of a commonplace thing. It happened like thousands of times. Thousands of Black people were killed through lynching. It became so ubiquitous that actually, after a while, people stopped calling it lynching. They call it strange fruit. I think it takes a really jaded person to get a Black family hanging from a tree and go, you know what this reminds me of? Grapes. And this is the joke that Adam loves me to dedicate to him. It is bombed every time I've mentioned it with Adam's name attached to it. It did okay when I did. That's your fastest minutes. It ends on the
I
lynching
love
joke.
it because when that doesn't go over, all that happened was he dedicated a joke about lynching that didn't work to me.
The point of it was that we ended the mic on a downer.
Yeah. I swear I'm better than what you just saw.
No.
Better than that. And as just everybody's better than Adam's input. Just so you know, you're better than that. There's a reason I muted him. Also, this mic has been a fun, weird, wild ride. Hopefully I shot soon and we start this in person again. And I actually see Laura Hug show up to my mic. That would be weird. Laura showing up to reads on a Sunday, not being.
Is it going to be earlier or is it going to be at 2 a.m. like normal?
It'll probably be 8. It'll probably be at 8. I'm gonna keep the 8.
Okay,
Do like a special. Do like an afternoon special.
Oh, Mark, Laura and I have done a show directly across the street from it before. So
Yeah.
he knows where it is.
That place rips me off of some money, and I'll get into that at another point. They sold me.
Oh, nice.
Was it the microphone they said it would be?
No, not that place. I don't think that's the same.
The auxiliary?
No, there's a sober place near there.
No one's. All right, don't go to Reed's if you just came from a sober place. It's not going to help you. Working on, I guarantee it will ruin.
Are
it.
you a little tipsy?
No.
Oh, you're not? Oh.
But I will buy everybody a round of drinks when we do this in person. Every comic student get a drink. It'll be fun. Mark, you ran a very right-leaning show tonight. Mark, you're racist. Mark, you're gonna get canceled soon. No, I won't, and I'll tell you why. Is because yesterday, me and my wife went and drove 100. No, not 100. We drove 45 minutes one way and 45 minutes back to get Indian food that we love so much.
Oh,
happened to be vegetarian.
You're a hero. You guys are heroes.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
Praise him.
And the place was owned by white people in the suburbs. So there you go. Congratulations to